Good day, viewers. Welcome to my channel, Second Math Hub, the solution to your math problems. Core Mathematics, Wassce, September 2024. Objective question 9. If cos y is negative and sin y is negative, in which quadrant would y lie? So we have an acute angle measuring y degrees, and we want the quadrant in which y should lie, such that the cos of y and then the sine of y will all be positive. So let's quickly revise something here. So let's draw all the quadrants we have. So here is our y-axis, here is our x-axis. So we have 4 quadrants. When it comes to trig, we have 4 quadrants. And you know that in trig, positive angles are read in the anti-clockwise direction, starting from the positive x-axis. So starting from here, we have 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and then back to 360 degrees. Now, this is our first quadrant because it is from 0 to 90, and then from 90 to 180. That is our second quadrant, 180 to 270, our third quadrant, and then 270 to 360. That will be our fourth quadrant. Now, in the first quadrant, all the trig ratios, we're talking about the cos, the sine, and then the tangent, they are all positive. Let's take note. In the first quadrant, all trig ratios are positive. In the second quadrant, it is only sine. It is only sine which is positive. The rest are negative. And then in the third quadrant, it is only tan. That is, the tangent is only positive. And then for the fourth quadrant, it's only cos. That is positive. So now with this, we have an angle, an acute angle, which is y. So where should we place y to get the cos and the sine to have negative values? So as you can see, it should be at the third quadrant. We see that in the third quadrant, it's only the tangent which is positive. So if the tangent is positive, it means that the cos here, the cos will be negative, and then the sine will also be negative. So that is the third quadrant. So the right answer is option C. Thanks for watching.